one. Independence. Hard cuts over. Pretty straight.
I wish I could get a good shot first. I can sit in it.
Okay. Okay. I might
So
want to
not
borrow
worry
it.
about a chair.
I might want to borrow it. This gentleman might get tired. That's cool.
Okay, here we go. Well, this is the only big problem.
You got it.
I have. I got it that whipped. Women can do it.
That's right, you're right. You get plenty of
I
water,
can't
right?
do it.
I swapped out the shotgun.
Stand by. Colors, honor guard. Wanted. Freeze as you were. Right shoulder. Arms. Ready. Cut. Please welcome the Executive Board of the National Fraternal Order of Police Auxiliary. Please welcome the Executive Board of the National Fraternal Order of Police. Please welcome the Vice President of the United States, Michael R. Pence. Please welcome the National President of the Fraternal Order of Police, Chuck Canterbury, and the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Okay, so I got Trump waving, Pence in the foreground. I've got Pence in the foreground. Follow who? Well, Trump's coming down the stairs, so I should... Yep, got him.
Colors, honor guard. Right shoulder, order, arms. Please stand for the advancement of the colors by the United States Capitol Police and remain standing for our national anthem, which will be performed by Sergeant Christopher Wilburn of the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. Colors, honor guard. Present. Arms.
Mean is still live, right?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket dragon, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say it was that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Colors, honor guard. Right shoulder, order, arms.
I just wanted to get my focus.
Ready. Cut. Phil Wiggins of the National FOP will now deliver the invocation.
Please join me in prayer. Our gracious God and Father, we are so thankful for the goodness that you've bestowed upon each of us. Father, we thank you that you're God that is near to us in our time of grief and suffering. We come before you this morning as a grateful nation as we honor the men and women in law enforcement who made the ultimate sacrifice, and those seriously injured while performing their duties this past year. Father, it is our prayer today that these families will be comforted from the heartache and pain of losing a loved one. May this memorial service and those speaking and performing in song and through music provide a source of strength to all. Keep us from discouragement and give us strength to never give up, and learn through tragedy and crisis to lift up our eyes into the hills, from which cometh our help. Our help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Father, we also today offer our prayer for our president of this great nation, President Donald Trump and his family. Especially today, First Lady Melania Trump, if she's in the hospital, just pray for a quick recovery and a full recovery. Father, we also are thankful for our Vice President Mike Pence and the other national leaders that are here before us today. We pray that you will guide us. Father, I pray for Chuck Canterbury, our national president, and the FOP Executive Board, as we all continue working together toward bettering our law enforcement and keeping our officers safe. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Colors, order, arms. Please be seated.
Ready.
Cut.
Colors, honor guard.
Parade.
Rest.
It is my honor and privilege to welcome you, the family members of our fallen heroes, my fellow officers, our law enforcement families, and our distinguished guests to this 37th annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service. I would like to begin this morning by introducing our guests who have joined me on the dais this year for this solemn occasion. Beginning on my right, please welcome Mike Stenger, the Senate Sergeant at Arms and a longtime FOP member. Next to Mr. Stenger is the President of the Concerns of Police Survivors, Cheryl Schultz. Next is Cheryl Craig Floyd, President and CEO of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund. Next, please help me welcome the country music duo, Branch and Dean, and we look forward to your performance. Also with us today is the Chief of our host agency, Matt Verderosa of the U.S. Capitol Police, and with him is the architect of the Capitol, Stephen Ayers. Thank you both for being here. A special thank you to the U.S. Capitol Police for all that they do for us. Please help me welcome Gavin Hattersley, Chief Executive Officer of Miller Coors, one of our longest-standing and most generous corporate partners. Gavin, thank you. I'm very pleased to introduce one of the FOP's strongest advocates in the House, former Sheriff Dave Reichert. Our friend is retiring this year from the House at the end of this Congress, and we wish him well, and we will miss you, sir. Seated beside the Sheriff is a very special guest for us. The Minority Whip of the U.S. House of Representatives, a man that's been here many times, Steny Hoyer. It's also an honor to have with us another soon-to-be retiree, Paul Ryan, Speaker of the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a pleasure to welcome you here, and we thank you for all of your support and work over the last years. Next to the Speaker is Linda Henney, National President of the FOP Auxiliary. She's with us, and she will have a few remarks in a few minutes. Turning now to my left, please welcome Paul Irving, the Sergeant at Arms of the House of Representatives. Thank you. Next, we welcome yet another soon-to-be retiree, Tom Homan, Acting Director of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Thank you. We're also pleased to have with us the Acting Director of the U.S. Marshal Service, David Anderson. Also joining us today is Kevin McAleen, Commissioner for Customs and Border Patrol, and Tom Brandon, the Acting Director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Thank you, Tom. We're also very glad to have with us this day the National,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to make you an FOP officer.
the Labor Secretary, Alex Acosta. Thank you, Alex, for being with us. Alex is a longtime member of the administration serving in the Justice Department as well as the U.S. Attorney in Miami. Very grateful for him being here. Also want to thank and welcome the U.S. Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. The General's been a long partner of the FOP, and we're extremely proud of the work that we do with the Department of Justice. You've been a tremendous source of support for law enforcement, and we greatly value your vision and leadership as our nation's top cop. My privilege and honor to welcome the Vice President of the United States, Michael R. Pence. President Heaney will introduce the Vice President more fully in a few minutes. And it's also my honor and privilege to have with us today Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. It's now my honor to introduce Linda Heaney, President of the National Auxiliary, for a few comments and an introduction.
Good morning. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Cabinet members, and members of Congress, brothers and sisters of law enforcement, family and friends of our fallen heroes. Welcome to the 37th Annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service. In 1962, President John F. Kennedy proclaimed that May 15th of each year be observed as Peace Officers Memorial Day, a day in which to honor the brave law enforcement officers who proudly wore the uniform, who daily served the communities in which they lived and worked, and who ultimately made the supreme sacrifice in the performance of their duties. The proclamation was signed October 1st, 1962. On this date in 1982, a yearly observance was established to recognize and honor our heroes. Today, we honor 199 officers who hugged their kids, kissed their loved ones, called their parents, waved to their neighbor, and donned the uniform and shield one last time. They believed in the code to serve and protect because they knew what they did mattered. They knew that their job of enforcing laws and preserving order in the communities in which they lived and worked made a difference. These officers and the families that mattered to them expected them to return from their shift to continue with life as it has been, normal, everyday living. However, this was not the case for the officers we honor here today. Life for the family and friends of our heroes gathered here was changed the day their officer was killed. But we want to assure you that you will never be alone. You and your family matter. You matter to your friends, you matter to your family in blue, and you matter to us. If you have not experienced the unity of brotherhood and sisterhood before, the events that occurred for the days and weeks following the loss of your officer and the events you have experienced this week confirm that you will never walk alone. There is a kinship, a connection, a bond like no other between those that wear the badge. You need only look around you today to be reassured that your loved one will forever be written on the heart and soul of the law enforcement community. It was once said, it is not what we have that matters. What matters is what we give away with love. These officers did just that. Their happiness was in doing their job, on protecting and serving the public on a daily basis, for doing what mattered. These 199 brave men and women gave their all. They laid down their life to protect and serve the family, friends, co-workers, and public who are here today to honor them. May they rest in peace. May God bless the families they leave behind. And may God bless America. Thank you. I am pleased to have the privilege of introducing our next speaker. Mike Pence has devoted his life to public service. He served with great distinction in the U.S. House of Representatives, and as a member of the Committee on Judiciary, he proved to be a strong advocate for law enforcement officers and their families. His commitment to public safety helped him become governor of the great state of Indiana, and then the vice presidency. Mr. Vice President, we are so grateful that you came to our service last year, and we are honored that you have come again to be with our survivor families. Please help me welcome the 48th Vice President of the United States, Michael R. Pence.
Mr. President, members of the Cabinet, distinguished members of Congress, honored guests, members of the law enforcement community, and the precious families of our peace officers whose memory and sacrifice we honor today. It's an honor to be with you all. It is National Police Week, and I am deeply humbled to join so many courageous men and women of law enforcement, and especially the families of our fallen, at this, the 37th Annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service. You honor us by your presence here today. To the leadership of the Fraternal Order of Police, to all those who serve on the thin blue line of law enforcement, sheriffs, deputies, marshals, and detectives, and to all who have traveled from near and far to gather here at our nation's capital, we are honored by your presence on this sacred day of remembrance. In 1962, President John F. Kennedy declared this day as Peace Officers Memorial Day, and this week as National Police Week. And every year since 1982, members of our law enforcement community, their families and friends have gathered on this day in Washington, D.C. in solemn memorial services all across this country, to mourn the fallen, to honor their sacrifice, and to rededicate ourselves to stand with those who protect our families and our communities every day. Last year, President Trump and I were honored to stand before this extraordinary gathering. And President Trump promised on that day, in this administration, as he said, and I quote, "We will always support the incredible men and women of law enforcement," and that is precisely what President Donald Trump has done. In the past year, we've taken decisive action to give additional tools, funding, and equipment to those of you who protect and serve. And as the nation has witnessed time and time again, this president has made it clear to the men and women of law enforcement and their families that we are with you. We stand with you. And with President Donald Trump in the White House, we will always give those who serve on the thin blue line of law enforcement the honor and the respect that you earn every single day. But as all of you know, and as this day of remembrance so vividly reminds us, there is much hardship in your calling, and there is much work to be done to ensure the safety and security of men and women that serve in law enforcement. This year alone, we've seen attacks on law enforcement officers that have claimed the lives of 28 heroes. Soon, these names will join those of 199 peace officers who fell in the line of duty last year. We remember and memorialize and pray for them today. And all their names will be added to a long line of heroes, more than 21,000 strong, who made the ultimate sacrifice to protect the lives and liberties of their fellow Americans. These names, like those that have gone before, will forever be etched into those two marble walls at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial, but be assured, these names will also be forever etched into the hearts of the American people. Those of you who wear the uniform, walk a beat, enforce our laws every day know these are not numbers. They were your partners, your friends. You know their families, and you know the lives that have been shattered. The fallen heroes we remember today all answered the same call of duty to protect and serve. Their hearts were filled with the same selfless courage written of long ago, that no greater love has a man than this, that he should lay down his life for his friends. Today and any day that America loses one of our heroes in law enforcement, we mourn with those who mourn, and we grieve with those who grieve. But we do not grieve like those that have no hope. For your heroes give us hope. The heroes that we honor today, all the men and women of law enforcement gathered here, those looking on from across the country, are our heroes. You are the peacekeepers, the shield for the innocent and the vulnerable, the guardians standing between us and violence and lawlessness. And the American people are grateful every day. Your courage strikes fear into the hearts of those who would do harm. Your sacrifice fills law-abiding citizens with confidence and pride and gratitude. And your presence wherever you are, day or night, makes our communities stronger, our streets safer, and our nation more secure. You are the best of us. And the debt our nation owes to the men and women who serve every day in law enforcement and their families is a debt we can never fully repay. But know this: under President Donald Trump, we will always fight for you. We will always support you. And we will never stop striving to be worthy of your noble example of service and sacrifice. And with the selfless dedication of America's peace officers and the leadership of this president, and with God's help, I know we will make America safe again. May God comfort the families of the fallen. May God bless each of you as you protect and serve, and may God bless the United States of America. It is an honor to be with you all.
It's now my privilege to introduce Branch and Dean to perform The Dash.
Thank you. You know, music's intended to change lives. We never knew when we wrote this next song we'd be changing our own lives.
That's right. This song is called The Dash. It's talking about that little line between the year you're born and the year you pass. And what are you going to do with your dash? Well, I lost my son 5 years ago to cystic fibrosis, and we usually go around spreading awareness and our song and our gift across the world. But today, we've came here to dedicate The Dash for all the fallen officers, and we appreciate you very much.
Yes, we do. We honor the fallen today, and you know, the dash is about that little line about, you know, what are you going to do with it? And I don't care where you're from. I don't care who you are. We got one thing in common. We only get one breath, and it's what you're going to do with that. And we are so honored that you guys serve and protect us. We're grateful. We ask you, how will you spend your dash?
Well, 1990-2013 was written in granted above rest in peace. Those two little numbers with the line in between, it got me thinking about how much that little line means. Well, life goes by so fast, it sure does. And our story's defined by how we spend that dash. So take every breath like it's the only one you'll get, 'cause there's only so much breath you get to take. And when it comes to love, you can never give enough. So love like you mean it every day. From the first breath until the last, how will you spend your dash? Now we rejoice when a baby's born and opens up his eyes. Lord, it tears our hearts up when our loved ones say goodbye. One moment there's a future and another that's your past. So from this moment on I know just how I'll spend my dash. I'll take every breath like it's the only one I'll get, 'cause there's only so much breath you get to take. And when it comes to love, you can never give enough. So love like you mean it every day. From the first breath until the last, how will you spend your dash? So when it comes to love, you can never give enough. So love like you mean it every day. From the first breath until the last, how will you spend your dash? What 1990-2013 was written and granted above rest in peace. So how will you spend your dash? Thank you to all the officers that have spent their dash serving and protecting us. Thank you.
God bless you guys.
I want to welcome you again to the 37th Annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service. 37 years ago, the National FOP Auxiliary recognized that we had had a national bill passed in 1962, but we hadn't done much with it after that. So in 1982, 125 people gathered in Washington, D.C. to honor that year's fallen. And it has turned into what we now call Police Week. And we recognize that we had a duty and responsibility to honor those who pin on a badge or a star and don't make it home to their families. For the past 37 years, we have corrected the mistake we made. And we now come together every year on May 15th to make sure that this country never forgets those who served with honor and distinction. This is a fitting tribute, and as we sit here today with the President and Vice President, along with members of the Cabinet, members of the House and Senate, we can easily see that our heroes did not die in vain. The thousands of law enforcement officers who are here come to show you, the families, that we are indeed one family, and we will support our families in a time of need. In 1985, Ronald Reagan, in his annual message about Police Week, said, "Let us resolve to do all in our power as citizens of the United States to support law enforcement officers in their work and pray that no more of them are taken from their families and those that they so ably serve. In this way, those who have laid down their lives for their fellow man will not have died in vain." During the past few years, we have seen an uptick in violence against law enforcement officers. The reasons are not known, but you and I both know that no matter what the reason, Friends and coworkers and family members deserve us to all work together to reduce the violence, and we must all endeavor to make our community safe. The loss of one law enforcement officer is too many. And by making sure that America sees the loss that we suffer and be witness to the lives we honor here today, we can only hope that one day we will be on this hallowed ground honoring those from the past. The law enforcement community is committed to keeping us safe, and we must have this same kind of dedication from our elected officials. We believe that they should help to provide us proper staffing levels, proper equipment, proper training, so that our agencies can complete our mission. And we're very pleased that the Trump administration has seen fit to fund us and to provide that type of equipment that we need to do our jobs. This past week, a bipartisan bill was introduced in Congress and voted out of the House Judiciary Committee by a unanimous voice vote. H.R. 5698, the Protect and Serve Act, will provide for federal penalties for those who deliberately target local, state, and federal law enforcement. We urge Congress to move quickly on this bill so that we can send a strong message that hurting a law enforcement officer is wrong. Nothing that we say here today can fix those wrongs. Nothing we say here today can fix broken hearts. But through our united voices and prayers, we can all commit to making sure that the souls we honor here today will never be forgotten. President Abraham Lincoln said, "In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years." Those we honor here today gave their best years for all of us, and we are committing ourselves to making sure America remembers their service. God bless the families of our fallen heroes. God bless our law enforcement family. God bless our military for keeping us safe. And may God bless America. I am now honored to welcome and introduce the keynote speaker for our 37th annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. Mr. President, it is a great privilege and honor to have you with us here again today as we pay our respects and share our grief with families of our nation's fallen heroes. In recent years, our men and women in blue have felt like a target instead of guardians of the peace. We are targeted by scorn, by disrespect, and by all too often violence. We have come to learn that we cannot always count on elected leadership in our country to have our back. But Mr. President, you have never wavered. Your constant support of law enforcement, your deep commitment to keeping our nation safe, our community safe, and our officers safe is deeply felt, and we could not be more grateful. Your presence here today sets examples we hope others will follow. The Senate version of our bill has been introduced by Senator Orrin Hatch and Senator Heitkamp, who both were invited but were unable to attend for the dais. Senator Heitkamp is an escort for the North Dakota officer. Thank you, Senator, for being with us. These attacks on law enforcement must stop. Enough is enough. In pledging to protect and serve, they willingly place themselves in harm's way. But now, all too often, harm seeks them out. Mr. President, on the campaign trail, you made many promises to law enforcement and commitments about public safety, and you have delivered on every one of them. You've done what you said, and together we will continue to keep our country safe. Brothers and sisters, survivor families, distinguished guests, please help me welcome the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you very much, Chuck. I want to start by saying that
Melania is in the hospital, doing really well. She's watching us right now. And I want to thank the incredible doctors, Walter Reed Medical Center. They did a fantastic job. So thank you, and she sends her love. I also want to thank Jim Pasco, Linda Haney, Chaplain Wiggins, and everyone at the Fraternal Order of Police, and all you do to ensure our brave people that we're so proud of. We are honored to have these cherished officers, and we're honored to have all of you with us today, and it's my great honor to be here for the second time, and I'll see you, I guess, about another 6 times. And then after that, perhaps you'll have had enough. We stand with our police, and we stand with you 100%, and I think we've shown that. Vice President Pence, members of my cabinet, members of Congress, and distinguished guests, thank you for joining us on one of the most important and solemn occasions of the year, the day we pay tribute to law enforcement heroes, and that's what they are, heroes, who gave their lives in the line of duty. They made the ultimate sacrifice so that we could live in safety and in peace. To the families and survivors with us this morning, I know today is filled with sadness and pain, but today is also filled with love, the love of an entire nation wrapped its arms, and they have wrapped their arms right around you. They love you. They're praying for you. They're grieving with you and pledging to you that we will never forget our heroes, ever. And thank you. Thank you. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. They're looking down and they're proud of you and they love you so much. Thank you. This morning, I especially want to speak to the young sons and daughters who join us here today. I want you to know that your moms and dads were among the bravest Americans to ever live. When danger came, when darkness fell, when destruction loomed, they did not flinch. They were not afraid. They did not falter. They stared down danger, raced down alleys, chased down criminals, kicked down doors, and faced down evil. Brave. And they did it all with courage, with dignity, with pride, with love for their nation, and with love for their families. They lived every day of their lives by that most sacred calling to serve and protect. Their immortal legacy lives on in each and every one of you. Their strength lives in your soul, their courage glows in your heart, and their blood flows in your veins. And today, every American heart bleeds blue. That's for sure. This morning, I want to share with you, the American people, a few stories about the heroes we have gathered to celebrate and remember. With us today is the family of Lieutenant Aaron Allen, Special, of the Southport Police Department in Indiana. His wife, Stacy, and his 2 sons, TJ and Aaron. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lieutenant Allen was an Air Force veteran,
After his service, he followed his childhood dream to become a police officer. He served in law enforcement for 20 years. No job was too great, no job was too small. He took extra shifts at night, and he was always available. He stopped by to say hello to members of his community. During Christmas time, he took children in need shopping for presents. He was always there for anybody that needed him. In 2015, he was given the Officer of the Year award after saving 2 lives. Last year, Lieutenant Allen walked his son to the bus for his first day of kindergarten. Just hours later, Lieutenant Allen was shot and killed in the line of duty. Since then, the whole Southport community has come together to support the Allen family. And I hear that if you go to the police station, you'll find that 6-year-old Aaron Jr. And he's up there, and he's giving orders, and he is respected and loved by everybody there. And his father was a true hero. To Stacy, TJ, and Aaron, today, all of America sends you our love and our support. Allen will live in our hearts forever. Thank you. Incredible man. Today, we are also joined by Savannah and Isaiah Hartfield, along with their amazing mom, Veronica. Where are you? Where are you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We honor their father and husband, Officer Charles Hartfield of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. As many of you remember, Officer Hartfield was off duty attending a concert with Veronica when that horrible shooting began in Las Vegas last October. Officer Hartfield, an Army veteran, immediately leapt into action, rescuing the wounded and shielding the innocent. You all read about it. I remember it so well. As he did, he was shot and killed by rounds of gunfire. He knew he was right in the path, and it made no difference. He gave his life so that countless others could live. Savannah and Isaiah, your dad was a guardian angel to those in need. Now he is keeping watch on you from heaven. A very special family and a very special man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also here with us today is the family of Border Patrol agent Rogelio Martinez from El Paso, Texas. Agent Martinez, known as Roger to his friends and family, worked on a dangerous part of the southern border, a part that you've been reading about so much lately, and a part that we're doing a lot with. Agent Martinez took immense pride and joy in serving his country as a Border Patrol agent. He was extremely proud of what he did. Every day he would go to work and risk his life to keep America safe. Roger said he wanted to prevent terrorists and drugs from coming into our country. We all do. And we're going to get it done. But that's exactly what he did. He bravely confronted the cartels, the smugglers, the human traffickers, the gangs that threaten our communities. One night last November, Agent Martinez died in the line of duty. It was horrific. It was violent. And he was brave. To Agent Martinez's mom, Eliva, his son, Sergio, and the entire Martinez family, Roger's profound and unselfish love of country is an inspiration to every American, everybody here, and to me, I can tell you, a great inspiration. Thank you. We will always remember Agent Martinez, and we will honor his noble sacrifice by continuing his vital mission. The first duty of government is to protect our citizens, and the men and women of DHS are on the front lines of this incredible, heroic fight. That is why we are calling on Congress to secure our borders, support our border agents, stop sanctuary cities, and shut down policies that release violent criminals back into our communities. We don't want it any longer. We've had it. Enough is enough. Please. Recently, MS-13 gang members called for the assassination of New York City police officers so the gang could, quote, take back the streets. They got it wrong. We are the ones who are taking back the streets. We are getting them out of our country by the thousands. Every week we're setting new records on, we have a catch and release program too. It's called We Catch Them and we release them in the country they came back from. We're getting them out. Or we're putting them in prison. The Trump administration has a policy, and it's very clear. We will protect those who protect us and who do such a great job in protecting us. That is why, as I promised all along, that we are allowing local police to access the surplus military equipment they need to protect our officers and law enforcement agents and save their lives. And they are taking equipment at a record clip. Millions and millions of dollars of surplus equipment is going to our police departments. If we want to bring down violent crime, then we must stand up for our police. We must confront and condemn dangerous anti-police prejudice. Can you believe this prejudice with respect to our police? We're not going to let bad things happen to our police. So we must show appreciation, gratitude, and respect for those who police our streets and patrol our communities. In 2016, an officer was assaulted in America on an average of every 10 minutes. Can you believe that? It's outrageous, and it's unacceptable. We must end the attacks on our police, and we must end them right now. We believe criminals right? We believe criminals who kill our police should get the death penalty. Bring it forth. One of the most alarming crimes taking place against our police are ambush attacks. Think of that, ambush attacks. I have directed the Justice Department to do everything in its power to defend the lives of American law enforcement. We are honored to be joined today by the family of Detective Miosaitis Familia. Detective Familia was a proud member of the New York Police Department. Where is that family? Where is that great family? Great family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can you come up here? This is a great, come up here, please. Come on, I'd like to have this family. New York Police Department, close to my heart. Come on, can you open those gates, please? So I promised I wouldn't tell you that she's 90 years old, but you know what? She is really something, right? You look like 55, maybe? 55? Huh? Boy, I'll tell you what. You got up those stairs better than I did. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
I'd like to honor you with,
Thank you, man.
I'd like to honor you with a challenge coin.
Thank you very
Dedicated to Detective Familia.
And great guy, right? Friend of yours.
She was my partner.
Oh, wow.
She was killed.
We're a fantastic person, huh? I've heard that.
I have no idea.
Fantastic, huh?
Thank you.
So I just want to say, the officer just say something. You know what I'd like you to do? Say how great she was. Come here. He's done this before. Say how great she was. You just told me something, that this was a great partner. Go ahead.
Get into the mic there.
Don't get nervous.
All right, that was unexpected. Yes, my name is Officer Marr. I was Detective Familiar's partner the night she was killed. And I knew her for about 10 years. I worked with her on and off. This is a woman who got injured a while ago and volunteered to come back to patrol to one of the roughest places in New York City. She volunteered to come back, to leave a cushy job, to come back to patrol. She was only there for about 2 weeks, and I had the honor of being with her that night. And she may have been lost that night, but she saved a lot of lives in turn because of her memory and everything that transpired after the fact. She was an incredible person, and she is missed by the family. This family is, forget it, they're incredible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. These are special people. They're just special, special people. And I want to tell you that last year, just a few hours after the city of New York celebrated the 4th of July, Detective Familia was on duty in her vehicle, not far from Yankee Stadium. Big Yankee fan? You're all Yankee fans, right? She was ambushed by a man for the simple reason that she was a member of the police department. She was a member of law enforcement. That was the simple reason. The attack, because she was so incredible, was just looked upon so horribly. Her family, when people met the family, they saw what an incredible person she was. I just want to say that to your entire family, it's such an honor to have you up here. We weren't going to bring you up, but I looked at you in the audience and I said, you have to come up because you're representing something so important. You understand that? She loved the department. She loved being a police officer. She loved her job. She was respected by everybody. They told me all about her. She was respected by everybody. So she's right now, right there, and she's looking down, and she's so proud of you. She's so proud of you. And you are great. You are great. Thank you very much. Stay. Yeah, we'll go down together, okay? I told him to stay. We'll go down together. I'm almost finished, right? We'll go down together. So to all the families here today who have lost a loved one, I'd like to ask you to all please stand. Please stand. You lost mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, sons and daughters. And America lost incredible heroes. But they will endure forever, forever and ever. You know that. They're going to endure forever. She's going to endure forever. She will endure forever. In our memories, in our hearts, and in the countless lives they touched through their courage and through their grace. Their legacy will never die. Your mom's legacy will never, ever die. You have good genes, right? Good genes. The best genes I've ever seen. In a moment, we will listen to the roll call of these great fallen officers. As we read the names of your loved ones, we engrave them into the eternal chronicle of American valor. And when that siren blares, when the squad car races down the street, when the police officer steps forth confident and proud and strong, so brave, in that crisp blue uniform, we will think of you. We will think of your incredible daughter. We will be thinking of her. We will be thinking of all of the heroes we lost. And we will thank God for the men and women of law enforcement. Thanks again to all of our wonderful police, our sheriffs, and all of law enforcement and law enforcement officers. You're incredible people. You are the finest. You are the greatest. You are our heroes. God bless you. God bless our fallen heroes. God bless their families, and God bless America. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, kids.
Mr. President.
Come on with us. Take my music.